Hey guys, welcome to another lunchtime review. Today I'm going to Arby's. They have some new steak nuggets. You can see the poster there right in the middle of their window. I've already ordered online on the app, and I'm going to go through drive-thru and pick it up, and I'll take you with me. Okay, here we go.
Welcome to Arby's. Order whenever you're ready.
Yeah, I ordered it through the app.
What's the last name?
I'm done.
Alright, did you need any Arby's Horsey or ketchup?
If you have Horsey Sauce, that'd be great.
Alright, just pull around to the window. Thank you.
Huh. I was going to tell you this when I sit down, when I got parked, but I'll tell you this now. And there's like 4 or 5 cars in front of me, so I got time. So I went to order it on the app, and they said the sandwich couldn't be ordered because they were out of an ingredient. Hopefully you can see me. It's got a really bad glare on it. Can't do anything about it. But anyway, it was missing something. So I went to why I couldn't order it, and it said they were out of Horsey Sauce. So I said, okay, well, I'll go ahead and review it without the Horsey Sauce. So I removed the Horsey Sauce from the sandwich and placed my order. So that's why I asked for Horsey Sauce just now. I figured, well, if they don't have it in the squirt bottles or whatever they use to put it on the sandwich, maybe they would have the packets and I could, replicate it. It's the same Horsey Sauce. So she said, okay, so we'll see. If anything, I kind of would rather have the Horsey Sauce on the side anyway, because Horsey Sauce is a really, sometimes it's too strong of a horseradish flavor, and I would rather have it on the side and put a little bit on there than maybe covering the whole sandwich in it. So so it's probably best that I don't have it on the sandwich, honestly. In a perfect world, that's how I would have ordered it anyways, with no Horsey Sauce or Horsey on the side, something like that. So yeah, it worked out. Now it's gotta wait in line. They're not the fastest restaurant in town, that's for sure. Not as bad as Dairy Queen though. Wow, there's a Dairy Queen in our town. There's 2 of them. One of the locations is really slow. I mean, painfully slow.
Here you go.
Is there Horsey Sauce in here?
It is.
Okay. This car is just going to park here, so I guess I'm going to go out and around because they're idiots. There's like a little pull through, like a driveway in the front, and this car is just blocking it. I'm just going to sit here and just block the whole stupid little side road like a moron. Okay, I looked in the bag just to make sure I had everything. It looked like I did, but we'll see. All right, they gave me 2 nuggets and they didn't give me the mac and cheese, so I'll be back. Okay, so here's what I got. I got the 5-piece steak bites, the little steak nuggets. I got the steak mac and cheese, which it looks like they give you 5 pieces of steak in there. That's the one they forgot. And then I went back in, they gave it to me, no big deal. And then here is the steak sandwich. And it's, I'm assuming that's cheese. Yeah, it's some kind of sauce in there, but it's not Horsey Sauce. So anyway, there's the sandwich. So I'm gonna get, and they actually gave me an extra one of the steak bites because that's what the mac and cheese, that was what it was supposed to be. They gave me the steak bites instead. So anyway, I'm gonna get turned around and I'll tell you about each one of these. I can say that they were very, very busy. So, they forgot it. It's okay. I'll live with it. It's not that big a deal. The good thing is I got extra 5 pieces of steak, right? So these are new. The steak nugget sandwich is $9.99. I didn't get meals. I just got sandwiches and individual items. It's $9.99, 720 calories. It's juicy smoked steak nuggets with Havarti Havarti cheese, crispy onions, tangy pickles, and Arby's signature horsey sauce on a toasted bun. Like I said, mine, it didn't do horsey, but they gave me packets, so it's fine. The steak nugget bowl, which is with the macaroni and cheese, is $10.99. It's quite a bit more expensive. 880 calories. It is smoked chicken nuggets served, or steak nuggets served on top of creamy white cheddar mac and cheese with a sprinkling of crispy onions, which they did. And then the steak nuggets, I got the 5-piece. They also have, I think, a 9-piece. The 5-piece was $6.99. It's 340 calories, and it's just steak nuggets served with barbecue sauce. So, and they did give me these little packets of sauce, which I'm gonna try the steak nuggets first. They're decent size. They're very wet. Okay. Nice flavor. It reminds me of like a brisket or burnt end. That's what they kind of remind me of. It's very tender though. Good smoky flavor. I mean, the smoky flavor is like really, really good. And it is so tender. I like the seasonings and everything on there without dipping it in the barbecue sauce at all. It's really good. I'm gonna try it with the barbecue sauce, but honestly, I'd probably just eat it by itself. Some of them are bigger than others. Like this one's about the same size, but there's a monster one in here. Hold on. Look how big that thing is. so you're getting different sizes. They did give me forks, but you know, who uses forks? I'm just gonna use my fingers. You can see it looks like a little piece of roast. I would call these more like not burnt ends, but like a brisket, like a beef brisket, because it has a similar texture and flavor to a smoked beef brisket. I do like it quite a bit though. I like it with the barbecue sauce. The barbecue sauce is like a sweet, smoky, tangy kind of barbecue sauce, but truthfully, I like the seasoning just on the steak by itself. Now that one was a little tougher. I like the seasoning. I like it either way. Either way you want to go, I don't think you'll go wrong. That barbecue sauce is really nice. Hickory smoked barbecue. That has a really good flavor. If you like a sweeter, smoky barbecue sauce, then that's really nice. I'm gonna cover these back up, or so I won't drop them in my floor, because that's what would happen. I think I'm gonna try the sandwich next, because they didn't. Yeah, I think I'm gonna try the sandwich next, because the macaroni and cheese still feels pretty hot. I'm gonna put that up there. Put it in the sun so it'll stay sun warm, right? Okay. So this is the sandwich, and you better lean forward over here, because the steak is wet. Not wet, but it's juicy. These are steak nuggets. It's the same thing. It's little pieces of steak on a bun. I wish the bun was warmed up. The bun is like room temperature. I like the onion. I always like onion peels, crispy onions. So there's what it looks like. Yeah, I wish the bun was warmer. And honestly, the steak is not super hot either. I like that flavor. It didn't say anything about a sauce, but it definitely has a sauce on there. Or it seems like it does. It's got a, I guess that could be this melted, no, it looks like mayonnaise or something. Yeah, I think it's, they put mayonnaise on the bottom, which is fine. It doesn't say it comes with mayonnaise. But if you didn't like horsey sauce, you'd probably want them to put something on there, because it would be a little dry. if you didn't get something. Let me see if I can get this Horsey Sauce open. I know, I'm using my teeth, I'm sorry. Let's squirt some right here. Horsey Sauce is their horseradish, and it's, like I said, sometimes it's really strong. I think I wore more of that bite than I ate. I like it with the Horsey Sauce. It definitely adds a lot of flavor. Sorry, that sandwich, the steak is a little dry in the sandwich at least. The Horsey Sauce and the mayonnaise add some moisture to it, so it's much appreciated. I like it with the Horsey Sauce, but I think, honestly, I'm gonna try it here in just a second, but I think I'd like it better with the barbecue. The Horsey Sauce just tends to like cover up all the flavor of even the onions and everything. It just kind of kills it. Let me see. Let me get some barbecue sauce. I'm just gonna dip it. Get some barbecue sauce on there. That's the way to go. Get the barbecue sauce on there. And that's the way to eat it. Again, because these remind me a lot of a brisket, or some kind of smoky brisket or something. I think it tastes really nice with the barbecue sauce instead of the horseradish sauce. Good sandwich. I actually like the nuggets better, but I do like the sandwich. I like the addition of the pickles and the crispy onions. Those are nice. Let me put this to the side. Juggling things in your car is not always the funnest thing to do. Okay. So this is the mac and cheese. Again, has probably, I don't know, 5 pieces of steak on there. And it says stir it up before you eat it. I don't know why. I guess who knows? I don't know. So I'm gonna try to get some steak, but the steak, I'm telling you, it's huge. They almost should give you a knife. Let me try the macaroni and cheese with the onion first. No, I can't do that first. Yeah, those are huge pieces of steak. So for the mac and cheese, they should be smaller bites, because that's a big ass bite. I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna try it, but it's gonna be big. It's gonna make you chewing for a minute. All right, one thing for sure, the ones on the sandwich weren't as hot and weren't as tender. They were drier. This, at least that one steak piece I got, was a lot more tender texture-wise than the sandwich was. Try another one. Really, really tender. I think I actually like their mac and cheese with just the onions. It's good with the steak, but like I said, it's really good just with the crispy onions and the mac and cheese. It's really good. The steak just adds something to fill you up a little bit more. Very messy. I wonder, barbecue sauce on the mac and cheese and the steak. I wish they'd give me a knife. They did not. Let me see if I can pull it apart, because it's quite big pieces. You can pull them apart with your fingers though. That's how tender they are. So that's good. Okay. I got napkins done for. All right, I'm gonna get steak, macaroni, a little bit of onion, and I'm gonna put a little bit of barbecue sauce on it. Not a lot, just a little bit. That's really good too. So you put the I like their barbecue sauce, first of all. I'm quite impressed with it. It's very good and sweet and smoky. So I like the flavor of whoever makes their barbecue sauce. That's a good sauce. Okay, so how would I rate these? The steak bites by themselves, like the little tenders, and for that matter in the macaroni and cheese, both ways are really good. They're really good and tender. They were good and they weren't super hot, but they were warm at least. I would give the steak bites probably, I'd probably give them a 4.5 out of 5. I do really like them. They just know that they're more like a brisket, like sliced brisket. They're very tender, not fall apart. They come apart pretty easily. Very, very tender, good and moist pieces of steak. They're not dried out. So by themselves and in the mac and cheese bowl, they were really good. I would give the mac and cheese bowl and the single tender, the bites by themselves, I would give those a 4.5. Especially with the barbecue sauce, it's really good. Excuse me, it's a lot of food. The sandwich would have been better if the pieces of steak, they were bigger pieces of steak, they were bigger hunks. They weren't quite as tender as the bites and the ones in the macaroni and cheese. They were a little tougher and drier, and they weren't quite as hot. So with that in mind, I would probably give that sandwich more of a 4 out of 5. It was good. The flavors were good. I like the pickles, and I like the bread, and I like the onions and all that stuff, but it wasn't as good as like the bowl. I would probably get this mac and cheese bowl. If I were to order them again, I'd probably get the mac and cheese bowl, or I would just get the bites by themselves, although I'd probably have to get a 9-piece, which no telling how much that was. But anyway, I'd probably have to get a little bit more. Just make sure you ask for a barbecue sauce no matter which way you get it, because the barbecue sauce is really, really good barbecue sauce, and it goes good with the sandwich as well. I would get it without this is how I would order it. I would get it without the horsey sauce, and then ask for a barbecue sauce. That's how I would get it myself. But one thing I forgot to mention, my subtotal was $27.97. I ordered through the app. I actually had a deal because I'm signed up with their app. You get 20% off. So it was $5.60 off. My total was only $22.37. That was after tax and everything. Sorry, I got the hiccups. That was after tax and everything. $22.37 for these 3 pretty decent sized things. The nuggets aren't big, but they're kind of expensive. So anyway, not a bad total. Hope you enjoyed this video. Pretty decent little steak bites, if you ask me. Hope you enjoyed. See you next time.